Assume everything is working all right. So I thought I had left off at Starport, but I guess not. I think I'm down here at the Tandalu Eshvara planet. Over here, but let's, or here. Let's look at my condition here and see. I'm poor. I have a decent amount of fuel, though. So last time I had some difficulty actually making any profit off of trading. Even though I found some, I found one place that was demanding a specialty good, but it wasn't high demand, I guess. And I probably still haven't figured out exactly how the haggling, how much flexibility you have with that. But in general, it seems like I've only been able to make very small amounts off of any amount of trade. I'm just going to leave this, or at least go into space, so that I can try and figure out exactly where I am for sure. 93.37. 93.37. Oh, no, I guess I just finished up this trade, and then I was going to head back, but I must not have actually headed back yet. Alright, this was the trade that I didn't make any money on. Oh, well, there might be some, might be an encounter available here. Somewhere. Maybe I can have a little chat with some Humna Humna. So we got some motion detected down here at 7:14. Or 7:14, that's back up that way. I have to remember to point the opposite direction because I don't have my camera mirrored. Oh, looks like they're closing in on me. Let's get an encounter. So next Thursday, it sounds like where Yoda's trying to organize a game of net track hockey, and that'll be a little different. I'm hoping that might happen. I've never really played much net track hockey. I've only maybe been in a couple of games ever. But it is a very different animal than regular net track. Come on, you're right on top of me, guy. Or lady, or whatever you are. Please allow me, myself, exceptionally esteemed emissary of the 4th echelon of the 9th rank of important persons, commanding ambassadorial master trader Wusha, to extend in most sincere graciousness and hospitality, not to mention my hopes and desires for a mutual and highly profitable exchange now at this time, if I may, so to speak. Respond friendly. These are definitely Humna Humna, because only the Humna Humna talk like that. It might be suggested that as further demonstration of goodwill on your part of, say, 15 units of Shinium might considerably facilitate discussions. No. I am not giving you all my money. Or fuel in this case, which basically equates to money. I'll just say nice things to you. No. Still not doing that. Perhaps this would be an appropriate time to interject a thought, if I may, if you will, which is to say, in my official appointed capacity as duly appointed ambassadorial emissary, which in itself is most impressive, I would like to take opportunity to express my heartfelt sentiments, although I do not have a heart, which is besides the point. So I don't know if I've exhausted their information about themselves yet. During the time which was the golden age of trade. Yeah, I don't think I've read this yet. I need to bring up my notes. I don't have my notes up. I got distracted right before my stream started and it messed up my, Hopefully that'll stay up. During that time, the time which was the golden age of trade, at that time, we, us Humna Humna, had trade barter posts on every sentient inhabited world that was lived on by sentients. Now, since Shinium is scarce... Okay, I'm going to open up my notes before I continue with that. Starflight info, goal, ticker, and colonization. Well, I think I have the colonization stuff memorized. Now since... Oh no, I missed something. Perhaps at this time it might be advisable and, I might add, prudent to inquire as to the nature of the relationship such as there may be, if I might ask, between yourself persons and the odious and decidedly scurrilous spemen creature blobs. Inasmuch as you may in some regard be allied or perhaps buddy-buddy. Is this correct? No. We are not allied with the spemen. The spemen are jerks. Spemen are huge jerks. Certainly I hope you will not take offense or even umbrage at my asking this question, which I will ask. But however, I wonder if you happen perhaps to have any endurium fuel substance on board your ship vessel at this current time. Also no. We don't use endurium anymore, because endurium is sentient. I hope that thing that I missed was not important. I guess after the stream I'll have to go back and look at it. Our merchant trade bartering, we ourselves, which is to say Humna Humma, have traveled the furthest in many places of any race. And thus, consequently, like the only thing I saw from the previous thing was there was the number 7 in there. And thus, consequently, we know the most information data about this sector area than any other race who are not ourselves. These guys do like to chat, that's good. To us, ourselves, trade, barter, exchange of goods and items for mutual gain is sacred, not to mention, we us share our information data concerning trade only with those them we have come to know and trust over a period of time after a while. No, still not gonna give you all my fuel. I did that once, and that was enough. On our birthdays, when we are born, all in each Humna Humna is given Shineum fuel money by their hutchmates. As we grow up, we must certainly use this to barter for food and clothing item things from our parents. Oh, and now he's finally gotten tired of talking to me and is leaving. So I will head off. I don't... Oh. Bye-bye. So let's just confirm my position here. I am where I thought I was. Now. I'm just gonna chill here and wait a second and see if there are any encounters nearby. But I don't think my science officer is spotting anything. So then I'll head down to the flux nearby. So that flux, from this flux I want to head upspin. I know of another flux that I think I hit in the previous save where I got blown up. That doesn't really look like it takes me closer to, it might take me a little bit closer to this system. There's one more star that's kind of in the vicinity that might be worth checking out up here. These are going to take more fuel to get to, but I'm going to head up here and see what's up that way. I can't really tell if this is shorter or if... I think this is maybe just a smidge shorter, so I might take that flux and go up there. That way. Although, with my poor navigator, that might actually be a bad idea. Maybe I'll try to get a navigator trained up before I do that. Maneuver. Oh, I didn't draw this flux on my map. Why didn't I do that? Did I not mark it down? Well, that was silly. Let's get this flux noted so that I can remember to mark it on my map next time. This flux goes from 9328 over to 9328 over to where did this take us? Over to 2954. Yeah, that's important. I need to know that. Oh, interesting. I did mark down this flux. I just marked it down wrong. Yeah, I got my coordinates backwards or something, and marked down this flux, it looks like instead, that this flux went here instead of over here. Oops. So yeah. Fix. Had wrong destination. Okay, well, I need to fix that later. Right now, let's just head back up to the Tandaloo. Oh, we got motion detected. Okay, I'll wait for this encounter, and then I'll go head back to Tandaloo space. And try to make some money. To train up, either train up my probably train up my navigator, because the delays of waiting for the fluxes are really aggravating. And also not being able to see fluxes on the screen is annoying. Just like running into them randomly is dangerous. And then having to sit still while the navigator tries to figure out where you're at is also inconvenient. Had motion detected. I guess I'll just go to the flux. She's down here somewhere. Somewhere down here. Oh, I missed it. Looks like it's 9328. There we go. Now my navigator's lost because he's terrible. Oh, I ran into something. Are they shooting at me? No. Ah, yes. Mysterious signs and ambiguous portents foretold of your arrival. Nothing you can do or say can surprise us, for we are the Tandaloo Eshvara, and our wisdom is the wisdom of the Brig Ah. Okay. Let's respond to these guys. I'm gonna stick with friendly, although I think maybe they would prefer obsequious. Perhaps I shall now tell you of the Brig Ah. I feel like have I exhausted? I wonder if I've exhausted themselves yet. Signs of portents have revealed to us that if we perform additional ceremonies on the 37 auspicious times of harmonious cosmic alignment, the most valuable thing will certainly reappear, and we can end our war with the abominable Eshve. So I'm talking to the Eshvar now. Yes, well, a most auspicious beginning to your initiation as a disciple. Okay, I think they're now just starting to loop. Okay, so let's talk to them about other races. Within the Cloud Del Umanu. Umanu within Cloud. Yes, we the Tandaloo are not intimidated by them, hostile as they may be, because we are protected by Brig Ah. It simply happens that it is inauspicious to travel... Hostile. Inauspicious to travel within the cloud, which is their domain. Most fortunate. Hello, Iad 307. No, Heart We Cursed. I don't know what that emote is from. Keep chatting with these guys. Ah, well, yes. Your question of other races brings to mind pictures of our new larval brothers, the Spemen. Yes, We were most surprised when they came to us only 5 years ago. So they like the Spemen? Friendly with Spemen? Question mark? That's inconvenient. The Spemen's physical resemblance to our tertiary larval stage was most striking, yes. It was clear to us, certainly, yes, that the lovable little Spemen had been sent to us by the divine cosmic powers. Ah. I don't know about that. The Spemen are such big jerks. And now actually have dangerous technology. At first, our little larval brothers seemed somewhat resistant to the ways of Brig Ah. Yes, we found their blustering ways most endearing, but found it necessary to discipline them by vaporizing several of their space vessels. That sounds more like it. They then became more receptive to the truth of our religion. Yep, that pretty well describes the Spemen. Oh, and it looks like they're tired of talking. Friendly with Spemen-ish. Yep, that's how you get the Spemen to like you. Vaporize a whole bunch of their space vessels. Or just be really intimidating. So I'm a little afraid I'm going to run into my other flux. I accidentally drew this flux in wrong. I somehow read the same x-coordinate twice, I think. This one up here should lead, like, down here. But this one I hit in a previous save where I got blown up almost immediately after returning back to here. So I want to head up to 3370 and go here and check this star system out. I still haven't really found a place where I can make a profit trading, although I can make some profit selling critters. 3370. So up to 3370. Oh, looks like my navigator figured out where we are finally, so let's go get him. Oh, yeah, I'll just go get him lost again. Oop, and then I just bumped right back into that flux again. Come on. Okay, apparently it's putting me in the same place. Let's go up and around and this way. And then wait. I'm probably now further outward than I want to be. Navigator still lost. Guess I'll scoot upspin a little. Can't get our bearings, Commander. I really need to train up a navigator. I'm using one of the androids right now. Because I have cash flow problems. But the androids aren't really good at handling fluxes. Oh, I might be okay. Yeah, we're on our way here. Oh, that's a weird way this is drawn strangely. Not sure what's up with that. But whatever. I'm heading to this green star at 54104. Or I could wait here and see what this encounter gets me. I don't know who would be up here, so I gotta be ready to run. Ready to run away, ready to run away. We will back off a little. We're being scanned. Let's hail whoever this is. This is High Commanding Shipmaster Ambassador in accordance with the Convention Etiquette of Intergalactic Interspecies Relations Protocol. This has to be a Humna ship. I hereby and herewith respond with the utmost propriety and decorum to your hail greeting message. Yep, we got Humna. Let's ask them more about other beings. The Spemen creatures, whom we ourselves do not particularly like, appeared in this region area about 44,000 hours ago, which is to say 5 years. At first, in the beginning, they seemed harmless, then suddenly, all of a sudden, they seemed to have a powerful new technology which they did not have before this. Yep, that we already knew. The new technology of the Spemen blob creatures, whom we do not particularly like, strongly resembles and seems to look like legend stories of a technology of an ancient race that is very old and used to inhabit this region area. Spemen tech from ancient race here. Legging. Oh, specifically legging. I don't think I knew that. Perhaps, possibly like ourselves, you are interested in finding or perhaps locating the source of wonderful, beautiful, shinium fuel money. Yes, I'm sure every race wants that. want to find Shinium source. The key to this, perhaps, possibly, and in fact, most likely, lies with the Loar, who are now all extremely dead, unfortunately. Loar knew about Shinium, but are all dead. Is it in fact the case, perchance, that you yourself have sold to us Humna Humna the substance to which I refer, and in so doing call livelong? No. To those people, person creatures, who are Humna Humna friends, without a doubt, we offer to sell barter our most extremely valuable possessions, which are, of course, our trade route maps. Perhaps possibly soon you will have this opportunity, which, of course, is highly desirable. That's cool. Though I don't have any money right now. I guess they're starting to like me more. There is a planet place location, finally an actual coordinate from a conversation. Stellar star system which is located in 158 by 183. Star 150. The planet world by the Spemen. Spemen planet 158, 183. Bemfblunk. And near the center of the large equatorial island is an ancient legic temple. Near center of equatorial island, large legic temple. Okay, that. I am certain, of course, though possibly not, that you yourselves are aware of the importance of trade barter exchange inasmuch as it is extremely important. Needless to say, and with all modesty, and as well humility, we Humna Humna are skilled in trade bartering equally as much as we are in communications talking. That is to say. Okay, so I actually got a useful piece of information, though I don't think I'll be able to capitalize on it for a while. Oh, and he's tired. He's bored. So I wonder if this is another Humna Humna world up here. I still need to get up to 54,104. Although I guess probably the Humna Humna are just all over the place on account of them being traders. Whee! We got motion in here. Somewhere. Come on. Come on, Dr. Primate. Get on that scanner. How close are we now? Went past him. That's okay. I'll scoot down a little and over a bit. So yeah, I have no idea who might be up here, unless it's more Humna Humna. I assume probably not the Tandaloo, because they both seem to be centered near each other down by where Starport is. I guess this is habitable. It's not necessarily inhabited by a spacefaring race, but since there is a ship here somewhere, being very slow to locate mine. Maybe I'll just go to the planet. When I leave, I'll look for that encounter somewhere. Initiating orbital maneuver, downloading satellite data. Okay, let's scan. Looks like this would be habitable if it did, in fact, not already have a sentient race on it. Stone Age, the Tarn. So, let's see. 54,104. Tarn. Tech level, Stone Age. Inflated economy. Bargain a lot. Mysterious race of radially symmetrical creatures. Tarn do not eat or photosynthesize. Their only activity consists of sitting and listening to Telovian singing beetles. We'll sell screech harps. Oh, that's interesting. Somebody wants to buy screech harps. But the prices here are inflated, so... Sell screech harps. Buy singing beetles. Oh yeah, the maaaaybe will buy screech harps, and they also have an inflated economy. But I don't have it. And these guys want green blobs. Green blob. I'll probably set down and try and rustle up a couple green blobs just to see if I can get some. Get a few credits while I'm here. But this doesn't look like it'll be very lucrative. Because the maaaaybe are like way down here. Even using the fluxes, I don't think there's any efficient way for me to trade from here to here. With India, at least not in the quantities that I'm able to trade with the cargo hold that I've got. But let's land and get some green blobs here. Oh, I should have looked at the mineral rating for this planet. Oh well. Maybe they have some other stuff for cheap, but probably not since their economy is inflated. Disembark. It is hazy. Let's have a look around. A small creature which resembles a very small, featherless, one-legged ostrich. It has a large clawed foot, a single leg on which it hops, a small round body covered with blue scales, a telescoping neck, and a tiny head with a huge curved beak and throat sac. When in groups of any size, this creature has the curious behavior of hopping in long single-file lines. Let's look at the area. So those might be green blobs down below, or they might be more like, no, they're more like trees. I assume these are not green blobs. Large tree with twin trunks twisting around each other in a spiral. The trunks of the tree are soft pink and fleshy and covered with small thorns. The upper part of the tree is composed of many tiny green leaves which spread out in a funnel shape. The tree makes a deep thrumming sound. In the middle of a forest, the thrumming can be so loud as to block out all other sounds. There's some minerals down here. I'll just pick up whatever these are. Gold. Sure, I'll take some gold. Don't know if anywhere wants to buy gold. I don't see a trade center nearby. Sure, neither of those are a green blob. Oh, that might be a green blob over here, though. Even though it doesn't look green, it's still a blob kind of thing. A large, amorphous creature that appears to be made of translucent green gelatin. The glistening gelatin is shot through with bluish veins, and visible inside it are luminescent yellow organs which move slowly around. The entire creature quivers continually, and every so often its body spasms as it emits gas with a loud, familiar sound. Green blob. Captured and put into stasis. It's pretty large. Oh, something's attacking. And hurt Dr. Chloro pretty bad. Scoop up another green blob. Dr. Chloro's down to 50%. I don't think I've actually spent any money training Dr. Chloro, so it wouldn't be a huge disaster progression-wise if I were to lose him, but I would still rather not. Oh, looks like maybe that's a trade center over there. I wasn't actually expecting to find it up in the mountains. I was just looking for a few more minerals while I was over in this side. Like many before you, you have come in search of an answer to the mystery. We will, of course, tell you the great secret after you've proven your good intentions by buying all that we have to sell. What do you have to sell? Ooh, screech harps are expensive. Here, especially, they're twice the standard trade value. Yeah, price is definitely inflated. Ceramic goods may be a little less those than the other things, but... And they don't want to buy... Oh, they'll buy my tungsten. Let's sell my tungsten. So... 232. That's not great. Let's try 450. 269. That doesn't seem great either. Let's just try 295. Sure. Sell all. Good enough. And then those green blobs that they want. I'm gonna try to... Okay, yeah, we'll do 525. Sell all. That brings me up to 11,000, which isn't terrible. Might look around for more of those green blobs, because they are easy to catch. Since they don't move. And worth quite a bit when you consider that you multiply the price by the size, and they're pretty large, and their price is pretty decent. Steer clear of whatever that is, because those are dangerous. Let's see, can I see any green blobs from here? No. I don't think so. Some more minerals of some kind, though. And some of the tarn. Groups of tarn are walking around. More gold. I probably should be keeping better track of where I can sell gold. And other such things. That's something I haven't been noting down. Half of fuel used. So let's... Oh, there's a green blob, though. Capture. Guess they're harvesting something there. Should be getting close to the ship. Next, I'll just spin over. Oh, those are just people on a dwelling. So yeah, I should list also that they buy. Also buy tungsten here, and nothing else that I had in my cargo, I don't think. Oh, hey, another green blob right by my ship, practically. I don't know how I missed that one. Scanning new terrain. See if there are any green blobs up here. I don't know why I'm going up this least efficient possible strip of mountain here. Here's a thing that looks more like a green blob. I don't want a funnel tree. I want this tungsten. What's this thing? Oh, no, not cargo. Describe. Describe to me. A mass of tangled green vines with numerous upright red and yellow striped melons. At the base of each oblong melon are several rigid leaf structures like rocket fins that hold it upright. As the melons grow, great pressure builds up inside them until, finally, the weakest part of the melon, the plug on the underside, pops out. The melons then rocket into the air in some direction, where they fall and break, spreading their seeds. Huh. Don't see any more critters that I can sell here, so let's just sell these things, and then I'll leave this place. Is there anywhere, so if I'm gonna head back to the Tandalu Eshve system, yellow huggers, hot fungus, potberry plants. I didn't see any of those here, so there's no reason for me to try and collect them. Sell these green blobs. And sell these green blobs. And sell some tungsten. Unless I should maybe buy just small amounts of some of the other stuff I don't have. I have seeds and spores and work animals. Just so I can figure out more what things sell where. Sure, I'm just gonna buy a real small amount of these anyway. Nutritive fluids. Ceramic goods. I might have some of those already, but... Furs and skins. I'm not sure why I just got that insufficient funds warning. Maybe I pressed a thing that tries to increase it by more. Medicine and narcotics. And finally, I think I might actually have some units of work animals. There we go. Bye-bye. Okay, back to the ship, and then I'm going to head to Starport and see if we have any news. Or actually, there was a ship in this system somewhere, too. Doctor, treat yourself. Because you are hurt bad. Oh, whoops. I went to maneuver instead of launch. I do have a tendency to do that for some reason. Either go to maneuver instead of launch, or disembark instead of maneuver, or... See, while I'm here... Alright, there is supposedly another ship over this way. Might check out the next planet out and see if it's possibly habitable. Oh, we got a couple of possible contacts here. Be nice if I knew what the coordinates represented in this view, but I don't really. There's someone all around me. See, mine and X is probably that way. There we go. I found something. Ah, can it be? The interstellar ship, the ISS Inevitable? Perhaps you do not recognize us. We are, of course, your old friends, the Spemen. I am touched that you have returned to apologize and debase yourself. We are a forgiving people. We hereby accept your immediate surrender. Yes, I am going to open obsequious communications because, they are crazy powerful now. Payment of 1/4 of your shinium. No. But now I'm gonna go get blown up, I think. Oh, that hurt. Running away. Yeah, I should have just given him my cargo, I guess. Oh, I managed to get out of the encounter. Running away. Yeah, their ability to teleport all over the place is crazy. My communications are down. My hull is heavily damaged. Communications destroyed. Beyond repair. Okay. Well, that's terrible. I guess I'm gonna fly back to Starport now. At least my engines, I don't think, took damage. So 3573. There's no reason for me to try to get an encounter now because I have no communication system. I don't know if that was worth 1/4 of my shinium to not engage. Talking with Starport. Let's see if they can fix my comm system. Otherwise, I don't know what I can do. See, engineer, damage. Doesn't look like docking auto fixed it or anything. Let's see, ship configuration. Repair. Ooh, that's expensive. But yes, please do repair my ship. Well, 1/4 of my shinium would have been about 25, which that would be probably more expensive, actually, than the repairs. So that was probably the dumb thing to do, but still worked out better for me than the alternatives. Notices. For sale, 14 tons of delightful fungus chews. Must sell fast. They're a little moldy, but who's going to notice? Please see Captain Heimlich of the ISS Pequod. You can find him on the 3rd stool in the Nebula Lounge. Borno, you'll have to find me first. Xenon. To all captains. Several captains have reported running into Spemen pirate ships in this region. Be warned, these ships are equipped with plasma bolts and Class 6 shielding, similar to the Ulek. In addition, some of their ships have phasing capability, and their shielding seems to work in nebulae. We suggest that when encountering these ships, unless you know some trick that we don't, that you comply with their demands. Yep, unfortunately. That seems to be the best option. So I have a little money. I could train up somebody. Captain is completely unskilled. Dr. Primate's got maxed out science. Auntie and Manti have no skills. Sequel can't be trained. Dr. Chloro has not got any training either. So who do I... Dino, of course, has maxed out communications, which is important. So maybe I'll have Auntie start working on Auntie's engineering. And by start working on, I mean max out. And then Manti, I meant to do navigation, but I was not smart, and I hit the wrong, and I said the wrong thing and did the wrong thing both. So now I have to go do more. Crew assignment. Captain, Justice, Science Officer, Dr. Primate, and Navigator still sequel because I did the wrong thing. But Engineer we can change to Auntie. Now we have a maxed out Engineer. Trade Depot. I don't have any artifacts, so I don't think there's anything for me to really do here. Yeah, they just have repair minerals for sale. Okay, engineer damage is repaired. That's good. Apparently I need to beef up my shields in case I run into the Spemen again. I think there's a good chance I'll be able to get away from them if I raise my shields and run without taking so much damage. So I can probably outrun their plasma bolts, or at least stay ahead of them. And I don't think their lasers are as dangerous. So yeah, Spemen are now scary. I don't know if I'd be able to trick any information out of them just by chatting with them while they're, and giving them the shinium they ask for. And let's maneuver on over to here. There's a lot of something here. Ah well, I, Commander Pop, offer greetings in the manner of the sacrosanct celestial ceremony, the Thadok Brig Ah. You have once again come to hear our wisdom. Do not be ashamed of your ignorance. After all, are we not the Tandalu Eshve? I don't know. Are you the Tandalu Eshve? I can't tell the difference between you guys and the Eshvara. Comm officer. Dino, respond in a friendly fashion. So, the Eshve. The Eshve. Okay, I have not chatted about... I don't think I've fully chatted with the Eshve about themselves yet. Heed well, young acolyte, yes. Beware the heinous lies of the malevolent Eshvara. They are insidious impostors who have corrupted the true faith, yes, and utilize ceremonies born of superstitious ignorance. Okay, and then there's the system names. I may have heard this before. I'm just gonna switch to other beings. The Spemen were welcomed into our culture as fervent disciples, yes. They seemed quite anxious to worship the most valuable thing, and asked often if they could borrow it to worship it. Spemen borrowed most valuable thing. Maybe. Of course, it was necessary to deny this, but we were pleased with their piety. By borrowed, I guess probably more like stole. Stole, question mark? Most valuable thing. Then, well, 3 years past, our larval brothers acquired a new technology which made them quite powerful. Gorzek called this technology Legakian. Yeah. Gorzek says Spemen Tech Legek. So yeah, just like, so that's confirmed from what the Humna Humna said as well. Our little larval brothers have been quite naughty with this technology, yes. Yeah, stealing everyone's shiny. It was shortly after the Spemen acquired this new technology that they simply left us. It was at the same time that the most valuable thing also disappeared from the center of the universe. Yes, well, obviously. I don't think that's a coincidence. The conclusion is obvious to any thinking creature. I wonder if they have a different conclusion than we do. Clearly, the Eshvara must have erred in their ceremonies of the Thadok Ah, thereby causing the disappearance of the most valuable thing and alienation of our devoted Spemen disciples. Yeah, that's kind of what I would expect from them. This is why we are now at war with them, yes. As for other aliens, well, a race known as the Dweenle live upspin from this region. Upspin. The most inconsequential race. They are makers of god masks, however, a most desired item certainly. So that's marked as like the thing that is like an extra high demand in these for these guys. But I think I highly suspect, because one of them's asked me about it, that if I sell god masks to one of them, the others will get mad. They have specifically asked if I have sold the other group god masks before. Okay, so maybe trying to get more encounters could be a little unwise until I have heavier shields. Hello, ships that are surrounding me now. I hope you're friendly, because I did not raise my shields. Or run away like I probably should have if I was smart. Salutations, I've Hum of the Tandalu Eshve. You've arrived in a most auspicious time. So, we're talking to the Eshve more, which makes sense, because I think this is where the Eshve are. Within the cloud dwell Umanu. Yes, we Tandalu are not intimidated. It's okay. The other Eshvara told us about the Umanu as well, with that exact same quote. The Humna Humna are another race who seek to be disciples of the Thadok Ah. Under the auspices of trade, they come to us, hoping to learn from us the true way. Yes, we recommend not antagonizing them, yes. Okay, I don't want to antagonize the Humna Humna. Beware the Ganunk, our coreward neighbors. Ganunk. The apostrophe in there. Core word. 15930. Home planet, an uninviting place. Well, yes, they class us as Ganoon in their peculiar hierarchy and are less than respectful. Being Ganoon is bad, I guess. The mention of hierarchy makes me think of Star Control too, though. Within the cloud dwell Umanu. Okay, maybe that's all they know. How about the past? Give info on the past. In the grand cosmic scheme of... Oh, I guess this conversation is now in the past. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Leave the encounter. And let's orbit. Alright, this is the one that wants yellow huggers, hot fungus, and potberry plants. Oh, maybe it's the other planet was the bigger one. I'm not sure that any of the things here sell for that much. Oh well, still got some info. Yeah, the Eshvara planet. It's the one with the electric balloons. Hi, C. Lalono 1. Had some good talks with the Humna Humna earlier, and just spoke to the Tandaloo a little bit more. Got shot at by a Spemen ship, which blew out my communication system, and I had to spend an awful lot of shinium to get it fixed. Now I'm just trying to recover some credits from somewhere. Or shinium pennies, I guess. So yeah, I guess currently with my weak shields, actually just trying to get all the encounters is a little on the hazardous side, because I can barely run away from the Spemen ships, and they demand a quarter of my shinium to let me just go. What am I doing? So let's see if we can figure out small green fungoid life form. So around here they like yellow huggers, hot fungus, and potberry plants. This is a hot fungus. And this over here, I think, is a potberry plant. Yeah, small berry, pink berries with black spots. When disturbed, it releases a chemical into the berries, causing them to explode like loud firecrackers, thus frightening off any predators. So let's scoop these things all up. Oop. This thing has a attack. Oh, actually... Oh, and it has to be stunned. I'm gonna back off from it a bit. Dr. Floro is already kind of hurt. Capture! Missed! Missed again! Missed more. I'm not sure who controls the weapons in this thing. It might be my navigator, which I had intended to upgrade, but I accidentally trained one of my Veloxy and engineering instead, which could also be potentially important. But harvest some potberry plants. Oop, here's another one. Yes, I want to trade. Let's see. Let's actually buy... anything they have here for cheap. Electronic devices. That's probably a pretty low price for that. Vegetables and meats. They're not willing to pay very much for those. Work animals. Maybe I'll sell a little bit of the work animals to them. I'm just going to sell them a tiny bit for whatever price they want. Just to butter them up a little bit, maybe. Can I go? I can't scroll the list past the top, so I have to go and scroll all the way down here. And these potberry plants. Just gonna haggle them up a little bit. Oh well, they don't want to, so I'll just go 245 because this isn't worth that much anyway. And the more valuable things are the hot fungus. $14.01. Oh, they just went ahead with that. I probably could have got more out of it then. I guess the standard trade value was 2,000 or something like that. Yeah, I don't really understand the trading mechanics of this very well. But as for right now, I just need some credits so that I can continue to refuel my ship and hopefully train up a navigator so that I won't have so much trouble around flux fields. Eventually being able to actually carry some trade goods would be nice. But so far I haven't had much luck in making a profit at trading. What's that snake thing? Oh, I guess I stopped off at the trade port. Sell some of these potberry plants. Let's buy some... Oh, they have the system scanner here. Electronic devices. This is the cheapest looking thing that I see. So 727, that's still a ways over the limit. Or a ways over the standard trade value, but I'm gonna pick up maybe 2.5 units of this. Get a couple units of shinium for fuel. These at least seem to be standardized in price, so you can't haggle over shinium. I guess because since the actual money is shinium pennies, it's probably just the fraction of the shinium by weight or something. Long tube of shiny black gelatinous material projecting out along the body of this life form with thousands of small waving feelers. Each at the end of the... Oh, this is a vacuum slug. A couple more potberry plants down here. tricky thing is that I need quite a bit of fuel to make any significant journeys, and that's gonna eat into my funds by quite a lot. Especially if the Spemen are gonna be demanding a quarter of my fuel every time they run into me. If I can't risk fighting them. Or even running away without heavier shields. I'm not finding any more of the hot fungus. I guess I'll stop here and sell off those plants I just found. Some sort of mineral. Half a fuel use, that's fine. I'm close to the ship. Chromium. So I could try to go find the Dweenle who sell god masks, which should be valuable here. But I really feel like I want to have a little bit heavier shielding first. How much are they paying? Oh, hardly anything for those things. Okay, so I'm gonna go in here. I really want to either talk to more... We'll talk to more everybody except the Spemen right now. The Spemen are not nice. Actually, while I'm looking, I did get the coordinates from the Humna of where the Spemen seem to be based, but it's way over 158 by 183, so this is definitely out of my range. Yeah, way on the other side of this nebula that's supposed to be extremely dangerous to go through. So I would either need to circle way around one way or the other, or find a flux that jumps across it. So there's a habitable planet here. And this one, though this was probably the one that the Tandaloo were talking about having a hostile race. I know what this is. So these two stars are the next obvious ones to check out. Or down here isn't too terribly far, given that there's a flux that goes from here to here. So I could check this out. What I think the smart thing to do is to try and get a little bit more resources first. And maybe more chatter from things that are not Spemen. Yep, Commander Pop again. Bridge, comm officer, respawn friendly. Shun and despise the Eshvara, so I am talking to the Eshve. Question about... I think I'm talking about the past with them now. Exactly 16,407 flowerings ago, or 800 of your years, our sun brothers, the Loar, came to this region. Loar came 800 years ago. Given its most holy region, space, and blah blah blah. The audacity and arrogance of the Tandaloo Eshvara is beyond belief. Yeah, I missed a little bit of that last thing, but I don't think I missed anything. Oh wait, there's a... I forgot, I can actually look at previous conversations. I'll have to do that and see what the Humna was saying about the number 7. Ah yes, sadness. We mourn the loss of our sun brothers, yes. With their many vines, they were our only disciples who could properly perform the Doctrine So the Loar were a plant race. Plant race. Sounds like. Just last week, at the 5th augury of a most potent divination, I neglected to fully achieve a complete counter-rotation with my meditate statement. This slight transgression, when magnified through the power of the Docbrig is no doubt responsible for your current misguided state. Terrible Umanu, who first traveled here with the Loar as friends, came with Umanu as friends and later turned on and destroyed them. But then destroyed them. Were no doubt influenced by the improper rituals of the Eshvara. Yes. Is this not definite proof of the Eshvara's evil ways? 800 years ago. That's not so long ago that couldn't have been related to the Empire somehow. In their undying admiration of us, their teachers of the one truth, the Loar, presented us Eshve with Gorzek Metal Father before their final destruction. Gorzek Metal Father from the Loar. And the Gorzek are the ones who also told them that the Spedman technology is based on Legek technology, I think. And if they return, if the most valuable thing returns, then this war is over, I guess. So Gorzek. So Gorzek Metal Father, I assume it's some sort of robot or computer or something. And apparently knows stuff. So if I knew how to find Gorzek Metal Father, that could potentially be useful. Okay, around here somewhere, more ships. Probably not Spedman ships, since this is actually within a Tandalu system. But I cannot find them. Where are you, ships? Fly up one? No? Yes? Somewhere? Somewhere around here? I'll just wait a second. For a few seconds here, and then I'm gonna move on to another planet. Maybe since I can, in fact, save and resume in this particular Starflight, not like the first one, maybe I'll do that. In case something bad happens here. Okay. Chat with the Tandalu some more. I feel like I'm actually getting some decent information now. Actually, I guess I haven't talked to anybody about trade yet. That seems like that would be smart. It's wise the ways... Gorzek is wise in the ways of the Docbrig and contains the wisdom of the Loar. He is advisor to all the Tandalu, but of course, his true allegiance is to us, the Eshve. So yeah, wise. The Gorzek is wise and advises the Tandalu. Advises Tandalu. Oh, Gorzek is 28 by 79. Gas planet. We Eshve had given him a prime directive, Class 1 priority override. Override. He is to concern himself with nothing other than the destruction of the private Eshvara. Override. Destroy the Eshvara. Do nothing else. They who have destroyed the most valuable thing. No, I'm pretty sure the Spedman did that. But whatever. So that is a thing I should also check out. That shouldn't be too far from here. We Tandaloo know little of the very distant past, since Providence brought us to this most holy of subsectors only a mere millennia ago. We do know, though, through our divine mystical auguries, and also by being told, that there once lived here a widespread advanced culture called the Legek, and that the Loar studied them in detail. Loar studied the ancient Legek. Okay, and now they're repeating themselves. Trade. Tell us about trade. They're probably going to ask for godliness. During the time of our sun brothers, the Loar, Shinium was abundant and there was much trade, yes. Since then, it has become more and more scarce, and the Humna Humna merchant ships do not come as often as they once did. So yeah, there's less Shinium now. Less Shinium now. Of course, all of this is the fault of the Eshvara, yes. Well, as devout students of the Tandaloo, you may know that we make Tandalovian happy juice, though it is only Eshvar who sell it in trade. Yes, to the pleaful Tealvi, who reside in a system at the Downspin. Happy juice bought by Tealvi at the Downspin edge of the cloud. Tealvi at the Downspin cloud edge. And now he's done talking. So Downspin cloud edge might be this red star here, which I don't have a fast way of getting to, or a safe way if this is that dangerous race that they were talking about. Okay, that other coordinate that I just got was 2879. 2879. Yeah, that's nearby. Probably this white star that's actually super close to where I am now. Save and resume in case this thing is programmed to blow up things that are not Tandaloo. Though I think most likely the issue is going to be that if that class 1 override they gave it is actually a thing, it might be limited in its ability to talk to me. But yeah, let's see if I can get some info. There's lots of motion here. Scan this thing, because it actually has a different icon. Has Rodnium in it. Analysis. 22 times the size of our ship. It has shields are up, but its weapons are not. So that's... could be worse. Gorzek system transmitting to approaching object containing carbon-based biological forms. Identification acknowledged. That's kind of cool looking. Gorzek system awaiting query. Gorzek! Current access restricted to general info. Recommend inquiries be directed this topic. Okay. So access restricted. So general info. I can get general info out of it. Current programming prohibits all non-essential communications. Yep. Yeah, so the Tandaloo override prohibits most comms. Class 1 directive, imperative, primary alpha-alpha constraints all non-maintenance or defense functions to support hostilities between Tandaluvian sects. Great. Bringing about cessation of hostilities between Tandaloo would alleviate programming directive override and allow communicative behavior. Highest probability of success, 811 to 893. I need to stop. Stop Tandaloo War. Derived from possible futures 67.8 E341 to 39.9 E362. So this is a fundamental pivotal constraint entails return of Tandaluvian artifact. Designation most valuable thing. Yeah. Return artifact most valuable thing. So this appears to be like a statistical future prediction thing? Perhaps like a psychohistory kind of. Relevant data required for events, blah 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 blah, where the most valuable thing is returned to us by ISS Inevitable as follows. Artifacts stolen by Spemen. Yes, obviously. Present location, Planet 2. Planet 2, system 158, 183. Oh, so it is in Bemfblunk, but unknown coordinates. Highest probabilities information source, Spemen, second highest, Humna Humna. Spemen, nowhere, maybe, Humna Humna. Okay. So I did get the location of the temple thing. And that probably was, I think that was from the... Okay, so that looks like that's all I'm going to get out of this guy for now. Hey, Dr. Chloro is finally healed. So... I got some useful information, I suppose. Yeah, the Humna Humna gave me the approximate location of the large Legic temple. It's at the near center of Equatorial Island on that planet. That also seems likely to be where they would have stashed this most valuable thing. Problem is, actually getting to that part of the galaxy would be tough. Let's have a look at this planet and see if it's habitable. Probably not, but... Science officer, no cultural satellite here, right? No civilization detected. Sensors, no oxygen. No water either. What have we here? So this could be either Eshve or Eshvara. Okay, the Eshve. Yes, and certainly you know that oftentimes it is necessary to win the friendship of a race by bringing a valued item in trade before they will part with an item. Yes, most auspicious. Okay. Bring valued item to trade before a race will part with an item. Okay. Something, something. Descriptions from the Humna Humna trade buoys. Right, the things marked with an asterisk. I might mention that we Tandaloo value the mystic god mask of the loathsome Dweenle. Which they already told me about. Certainly, a most useful device is the system scanner possessed by the trade centers of the Eshve home planet. With this device, one can scan all the planets in a system without orbiting them, and see encounters in one's system display. Oh, so it does actually show encounters as well. That is useful. Let's see, system. We sometimes trade with race as the Liu Vedish. Unlike the Eshve, the Liu Vedish are an arrogant and vain race, yes. We occasionally will purchase from them delightful fungus shoes. They're sell to the Humna, I guess. System scanner. Scans all planets and shows encounters. As it is our fate to be the spiritual teachers of the galaxy, so it is the Humna Humna's fate to be lowly merchant traders. These Humna Humna value nothing more than their precious trade route maps. but they have been known to sell them to friends of theirs. Okay. Some of this information I've already got from other sources. Okay, and now he's repeating about the trade. General info. Hi, H. Lalone. Okay. Leaving encounter. I don't know if you missed my encounter with Gorzek, but apparently I have a... Gorzek wouldn't tell me anything until I stopped the war with the Tandalu, because they've overridden his normal commands, and all he is allowed to do now is make their fighting go more. Yeah, so far I've had several chats with the Tandalu. I learned some more stuff from the Humna Humna. I know where the Spemen are based in this sector now. And it pretty much confirmed that they did steal the most valuable thing from the Tandalu, which is what started this civil war between the Tandalu sects. Unfortunately, that base planet is all the way on the opposite side of the Cloud Nebula, way over here, so I don't have any good way of getting there quickly. Supposedly up here somewhere are the Dweenle, which sell god masks that the Tandalu will buy, so trying to maybe secure those would be good. Oh, for dinner? Sure. I can do that. I'd like to get one more encounter and get some more general info out of these guys before I go talk to the, Well, actually, I guess in this system, I don't know. This system is claimed by both Tandalu sects, so I don't know which group I would get when I chat with them. There's hopefully not another Spemen ship, because that was terrible when that happened before. They just Spemen demanded half my Shinium, and when I said no, or a quarter of my Shinium. So, okay, this is the Eshve again. When I said no, they attacked me and blew away my communication system and almost totally destroyed my ship. It cost me 10,000 to get it fixed. General info. First lesson of Thadok Brig is the law of universal harmonious discord. As is obvious, all elements of the universe vibrate in a vast ambient discordance. Those actions most intrinsically significant are those which achieve a discordance in harmony with the universal discordance. Okay. The second lesson of the Thadok Brig is the law of sanctity of the 207 divine inspirations. This law, indisputable as it is based on the first inspiration, which clearly states all of the other inspirations are divinely inspired, and this one is too. I hope there's not a quiz on this, because I'm not making notes on this part. Since the Thadok Brig is truth, and truth is the Thadok Brig it therefore contains all answers to all questions. It is simply the case that many of the answers are revealed only in the fullness of time. 107 inspirations. The fullness of time is an important concept of the Thadok Brig The third lesson of the Thadok Brig is the law of simultaneous serendipitous stupefaction. This law is, without question, the most significant law in Thadok Brig and comprises the core of our belief. Unfortunately, the precise nature of this law has yet to be revealed, but we have confidence that it will be in the fullness of time. The Great Eye of Thadok Brig... Oh, here's some coordinates. The Great Eye of Thadok Brig Great Eye of Thadok Brig 244, 149. Sometimes we Tandalu become so overwhelmed by the view too, so 244, 149, that's way not here either. 44, 149. So it's up here somewhere. 49. I'm not sure if it's this star or if it's next to this star, because this looks like it's less than, or is further than 244. The throw themselves into the eye. Sure, I have in fact come here to learn of the Dock Brig. That's why I'm asking about it, I guess? Oh, and I suspect I have almost exhausted the Eshve's information. Not sure how much different stuff the Eshvara would have, but there's definitely some unique things, I think, because there's some lines of text that had useful information that mentioned the Eshvara by name. I think I'm gonna head down to the Eshvara system and try to make a little bit more money. I'd really like that system scanner, because being able to see encounters in the system map, as well as scanning like all the planets in the system without actually having to orbit them, would be pretty nice. Where am I going? Must be right by it. There it is. Yikes, there's a lot of ships right here. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of distance. Hello, please talk to me, ships. Here we are. Here's the Eshvara. So I was talking to them about other races. Yeah, and they already told me about the Spemen somewhat. Yeah, I already heard all about all of this from the Eshve. Ask them some more general info, I guess. Oh, in order to demonstrate our vast knowledge, divinely inspired, of course, consequential map. There's a liquid planet somewhere just downspin of Dweenle territory. Liquid planet downspin of Dweenle, which is inhabited by the Chichifa. 58 south by 76 east. Magical slug. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that, because I didn't get that whole thing. Something about a magical slug on that planet? I don't know. Oh, and now we have the lessons of the Dock Brig. Playback. Oh yeah, this is nice compared to the, I don't think there was any sort of playback in the first, blah 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 blah. Though I don't know that there is an efficient way for me to scroll through this. Doo-doo-doo. Magic which imparts to its keeper a most pleasant smelling gas. It is however not without certain side effects. Interesting. There's also that humna humna thing that I missed. Something. Oh, 7. I missed it again. Playback. Humna humna. Golden Age of Trade. Had trade barter posts in every sentient inhabited world of such as bases on only 7 world planets. There are 7 Humna Humna planets. Have bases on 7 planets. So that was the part that I missed when I was talking to them before and couldn't keep up with my note-taking. I think maybe my notes weren't open. That was the problem. So yeah, got good info. Now I just want to... Unfortunately, I don't have the resources to really capitalize on it. I need lots more money. So I'm going to need either a lot more fuel, probably better engines, and more shields. Even if I'm assuming that I'm not actually going to have to fight anything, I still need more shields to be able to run away from Spedman without giving them a quarter of my shinium all the time. So I cannot really afford. Yeah, I think I will try to go find the Dweenle and buy a load of god masks once I get some more shinium pennies. So first, though, I need a little bit of funds to be able to do that. So here, sticky fruit and electric balloons. We'll sell. This might be sticky fruit. Yeah, this is sticky fruit. We will harvest us some sticky fruits. Don't know why they... It's convenient that they'll pay a good amount for things that you can just go and scoop up on their own planet. Or I would have no real way of making any credits at this point. So the things I really want to get are a maxed out navigator, which will cost me somewhere near 20k. Always more fuel, but that's not that critical right now. Oh, that might be the electric balloon. Want to scoop up before it recovers. Oh yeah, those are worth quite a lot. I managed to park my ship somewhere with no trade depots nearby, it looks like. Right. Navigator for 20-ish K. I would really like that system scanner, but it isn't absolutely essential, I don't think. Though for safety, it might be important when I'm going to the, so I'm near a settlement. For safety, I probably do actually need it when I go to that Spemen world to try and rescue the most valuable thing to stop the Tandaloo War. Because I definitely don't want to get any encounters with Spemen that I don't have to. For the purpose of and before I would head way over there, I would also want an engine upgrade. Missed. And shields. For the purposes of trading with the Dweenle mostly, I probably just need enough fuel. And a navigator. Oh, finally, there's a... trading post. Getting close to one. Oh, things are overlapping over here. Oh, he's a probably hostile creature. Come on, I want to go to moon. There we go. Yes, let's trade. These guys are the makers of the Happy Juice. Oh, and they buy molybdenum. It's a repair metal, so I think I actually don't want to sell all of my molybdenum. But I'm just going to sell them a little bit to make them happy. I don't know. I don't know if that really works. Oh, work animals. But their price isn't very good. Electric balloon. So this should be more like 800. I'm just gonna say 800. 691. Try 750. Okay, I'll take 691 then. Sell all. Stick fruits. $16K, that gets me most of the way up to where I could at least upgrade a navigator to maximum. Don't see anything worth collecting. Oh wait, there's a electric balloon down here. Weapon! Zap! I hit it. And it is stunned. Compared to the other Tandaloo planet, this one seems to have more valuable life forms to sell, but it has much higher gravity, so pretty sure it costs me a lot more shinium to land on. So I want to avoid moving my ship. Even though I seem to have parked my ship in an inconvenient place. There's another electric balloon down there. I'm gonna have to head back to my ship pretty soon, though, because my energy is getting lowish. Well, it's getting down near half, anyway. The ship is more or less directly west from here, so it's gonna take me a little while to get to. Nice and close. Please don't zap any of my crew while I'm zapping. Filling up my terrain vehicle. Those things. I should be able to sell this for enough to train my navigator up now. Hopefully I don't have too much more of this general money grinding to do. I'm actually going to head back to my ship, explore in a different direction, try to hopefully find another trading post. And if not, then I'll just find more stuff to trade. Hit. Capture. Capture. Harvest some sticky fruits. Harvest some more sticky fruits. that a... That's not a trade center down here, is it? Or is it just a blob? It's a blob. Never mind. Just a blob. Which I don't think... Here. No blobs really sell here. Hot fungus sells the other kind of planet. I don't think I'm going back there very soon. And it might not be hot fungus. I have to look at it to tell. And looking at things is time consuming. That might be hot fungus because it just attacked my captain. No, I think this is something different, actually. Oh yeah, this is something that shoots acid at things nearby. Acid shooting blob dealy. I was wondering what that thing was stacked on top of, but I guess it was just stacked on a sticky fruit. Oh, hey, there's a trade center and another electric balloon I can grab. Zappin' time! Zappity! Now I just have to grab this sticky fruit here. And trade. I have lots more stuff for you now. That's 30,000. 36,000. 43,000. So not nearly enough cash for an engine upgrade, because those are horribly expensive to get to class 5. But I definitely can finish training up my navigator. And probably train up my doctor somewhat would be a good idea. If I just get a little bit more, then I should be able to afford that system scanner as well. I will putter around here a little bit more. Try to get the system scanner on my way out, because that will just be useful. It'll save me time in systems trying to find encounters, and it'll save me time scanning planets. Might find me some colonizable planets that I wouldn't bother to scan otherwise. And I'll definitely want the system scanner when I head to that Spemen system, Benflunk, whatever that Humna Candaloo said it was called. Or Gorzek, maybe Gorzek was the other one who gave me the name. What do we got here? Ooh, silver. I think there's somewhere I found that I could sell silver. I actually might have to buy another cargo container for all the stuff that I've been collecting that I haven't found anywhere to sell yet. And back to the trade post and then back to the ship, I think. It would be safer just to go back to the ship, but I think I have plenty of fuel. Stop off at the trade post first. As long as I head straight back after that. Sell this stuff. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, I can actually sell silver here. Maybe I'll just do that instead of filling up my cargo hold with more stuff. Let's see if you can... We'll do a little more than that. Sure, I'll agree to 232. I don't have that much of it anyway, and I don't want to annoy him. 52,668. Electrical storm? I don't want to be an electrical storm. Maybe I'll hide in here for a little bit. Let's actually buy some shinium. Go ahead and spend about 10k on it. If I'm gonna go look for the Dweenle, that's gonna be a pretty long trip. I am lost. I do not like being lost, and as well as low on energy. Okay, that's better. So getting into the, I'm gonna stay in this more fuel-efficient area. Oh, there we go. So I actually think I will do one more trip around here. I haven't really gone north. Or south, really, probably, either. I think in particular I haven't gone far to the north. Take a look around here for anything that I can sell. Just buying shinium is important. Maybe there's more silver. Oh yeah, that won't hurt. As well as all the other things that I still need to get to just be able to get around and find out more stuff. But hopefully we're getting towards the end of the grinding critters. And further, at some point here, I'll be able to get further money from trade, primarily. But I need some working capital for that. As well as the ability to get to and from trade places without spending enormous amounts of fuel. Oop, here's another one. It's also where, since I'm not cheating and using a map that has all the fluxes already on it, my lack of knowledge of where the fluxes are and where they go makes it much less efficient to immediately start doing long-distance trades. Okay, we will just sell all these things that I've already bargained for. We have silver, and we have more sticky fruits. I don't think I picked up any electric balloons. Yeah, that got us pretty close to 50k again. Still have lots of energy, so I can look around this section for a bit. Electric balloon! Zap! It is stunned, and it is in my hold. Each one of those electric balloons is I'm selling for a few thousand, because it's the cost that it shows on here is actually the cost per unit of, like, mass. It's like these sticky fruits, their standard trade value is actually 800 apiece. But the electric balloons, it's more like 5,000 or something. So I didn't actually get that good a deal in the trade. Oop, let's not go into the mountains too much because it'll drain my energy. Maybe now I'll head... Well, I'll scoot to the east a little bit, and then I'll come back and head back to the ship. $51,000. I think I will wait on the system scanner until after I come back to Tandaloo space. So I'm gonna max out my navigator and try to go find the Dweenle and buy some god masks. And try to make a profit, somehow, off of that stuff. hopefully enough to pay for the cost of the fuel that it takes me to get up there, but if nothing else, maybe I'll discover something interesting. Half fuel used. Ship is pretty much directly south of here. Actually, I still have more than half fuel. Why did it beep at me? Now I've used half fuel. Sticky fruit, sell. Just so that I don't have to carry it around in my cargo hold until I come back to here. Although here's a whole bunch of it, so I don't know. I guess I should scoop shingle leaf plants. Okay, I guess I'm not quite done here because I just like hit the mother load of sticky fruit, plus there's an electric balloon nearby. Should have plenty of energy to do this because the energy efficiency in this terrain is pretty good. Especially this dark green stuff. Nice, easy terrain. Okay, now since I just picked those up, I do have to go find a place to sell them. So let's try to the south, because I don't think I've gone... not another electrical storm. Don't like electrical storms, and I'm still lost. I'm at low altitude, though, so it's not very dangerous. Oh, here we go. There's a thing right here. So I'll just pick this up because it's right here. Okay, the electrical storm is over. It's now overcast, and we are unlost. I wonder if my navigator's skill affects getting lost on planets. That's a thing that I don't really know for sure, but seems likely. So these are the ones on the ship. And these down here are the ones that I just picked up. There's 63,289. I should be pretty happy with that. Now we can finally get back into space. Even though I'm just going to head back to Starport pretty much immediately. And to train up my navigator. Let's do a save and continue. Three, two, one. Up we go. Up the planet ahead. Actually, I have some things in my ticker I can probably check off here. Encoding UTF-8. Because I have made contact with both of the Tandaloo factions. So that's checked off. Train crew, I still need nav. I have more things to add to that ticker, but I'll probably do that between streams unless I find something major. I guess I do have some major bullet points. Go to Bermflunked, Bemfluck, however it's pronounced. I don't even remember how it's spelled. Is this the right system? Yes. Whee! Here we go. Bridge. Captain, disembark. guess I don't know if I have a time limit with this Starflight. So far there hasn't been an obvious thing except for the threat of the Spemen's repeated ultimatums about them attacking Arth. Special congratulations to Cadet Fexitutex, winner of the highly coveted Robin Williams Memorial Funny Fella Award. Fexi is the first Veloxy ever to win this award. Important. It has come to our attention that there exists, in this region of space, a star system in which ruins of the ancients may be found. We have learned that there may be races that actually maintain a commerce in Endurium. You are hereby warned that disturbing the Endurium, or engaging in any manner of trade involving Endurium, is most strictly prohibited. Failure to abide by this rule, which includes bringing Endurium into Starport for any reason, will result in severe and immediate action. Okay. So yeah, no collecting Endurium. Personnel. Let's get our training going. Manti, you want to be a navigator. You want to be good at navigating. There. Then let's bump Dr. Chloro's medicine up to maximum. And now we actually have a pretty well-trained crew, except for the captain being completely garbage still. Me, that is. Crew assignment. Untrained Captain Justice, Science Officer, Dr. Primate with maxed out science. Navigator is no longer going to be our robot sequel. It's going to be Manti. Our Engineer Auntie, Communications Officer Dino, and our Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Chloro. Although really, I guess it's the only medical officer, since we are a six-being crew. Now I know I can't afford new engines yet, but let's just see how much they cost. So yeah, 100k for Class 5 engines, and I'll probably get something like 36k back from selling the Class 4. So we're still talking about needing somewhere in the vicinity of 60 to 70k to get the final engine upgrade. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade to Class 2 shield. No, Actually, I'm going to upgrade my... I'm going to buy some armor, because my armor got destroyed by the Spemen. That makes sense. They shot through my armor. Yeah, I'll get Class 2 armor. That should help a little. You know, one more cargo pod. And get by with this for now, I think. Then I'm going to save and resume, and I'm going to try and find my way. It's going to be quite a distance. Where's my crosshair? But try to find my way up here and maybe see if about these god masks selling Dweenle. Because that seems like something that would be useful. If I could actually find a good trade route. And there's 2 systems up here too that are inhabited to investigate. So if nothing else, I can probably get some more fuel up there if I need it. But maybe I'll find some more useful things or some information. Do I have to go to launch? I forget. Yeah, ready to launch. Let's go. Can't use the numpad. Immediate encounter. Oh well, let's open communications and see who we're talking to and what they want. We got the Eshve again. I feel like I probably have all the information from the Eshve that I'm gonna get, but it is possible they have more general info. So I Or maybe not. I'll just say some random things to them. Hopefully they'll be continue to be friendly. I don't think there's any... I think I've gone through all of their things that they talk about. Because they've repeated themselves on all of the topics quite a bit. Yeah, talking about the Tandalumian Happy Juice. Nice if there was some way to tell how if there was a more definite way to tell if races have more to say or not. So the place that I'm really headed is way up here, but let's stop by here just to, because there's a yellow star here, it might have... We can stop by here and scan some planets. Why not? 1593. Doot. Could be habitable. It's like we are right in the middle of the ecosphere range for this star. Sensors. No oxygen. Got ammonia and hydrogen atmosphere. So that's no good. Haven't found any colonies yet. All the possibly inhabitable planets have already been inhabited. Wait, not... Yes. Yes, science officer. Methane, hydrogen, cyanide. Nope, no habitability here either. I just need more credits. These all look like gas giants. Okay, now we just want to head straight up to here. First star. This one's not inhabited, but let's go there anyway. 9148. How much fuel did it say that would take? Ugh. It's not so terrible. 13 fuel. More than I would like. Spend, but oh well, gotta burn fuel to find information and save the galaxy, and also to make money. It's an encounter down there, but I am going to avoid it. Could be Humna Humna, could be Spemen. I don't think it's likely to be anything else. Am I almost there? Yeah. 148. Got a couple of blue-looking planets. Those are often okay. This one might be a little on the cold side. Ammonia, hydrogen, water. No oxygen. Mineral rating is 0%, which is too bad, because gold, platinum, and rhodnium are all things that are probably good. This is more like in the optimal section, but still no oxygen. And this one's a little on the close to the star side, but still in the ecosphere and might be just cool enough. Ooh, a lot of ground. Scan. Nitrogen on oxygen, but only ammonia compounds for hydrosphere, so no water. So no luck there. Move this out of the way. Yeah, so now these two stars are inhabited, and this star is probably worth checking out just because I'm here. I think before I go to the inhabited stars, I'm going to just check out this blue star on the edge. Doo-doo. Science officer, give me a sensor reading. Nitrogen, oxygen, water. Low gravity. Calm weather. Tropical temperature. I think I found one, finally. This ticks all the boxes. Not optimal planet by any stretch, with very low mineral rating, and the gravity is below 0.7. But we can definitely live here if needed. Let's see. What shall we name this planet? If anybody has any suggestions, now's the time. Say something. Say that you have one before I just go and name this planet. Let's see. I'm just gonna call this one Beach Ball. We got Beach Ball at 2-152. First colony. Colonies. Beach Ball. 2-152. Recommendation logged. I don't know how much you get for colonies in this Starflight, but even the 35k that you typically get from the other Starflights would be not bad. Actually, what were the coordinates that I got for that magic slug thing? That wasn't around here, was it? Could be. Liquid planet downspin of Dweenle. That could be one of these. Although, oh, they said that Chichifa lived there, so no, it'd be an inhabited planet. Oh, that's a big planet. That's gonna have too high a gravity. Nitrogen, oxygen, water, but gravity is almost 6.5 Gs. Also, global weather is very violent, and that's not acceptable for a colony either. That's okay. I finally found one colony, or one potential colony. On like session 3 or whatever this is. Okay, so here we have 2 planets, and at least one of these is inhabited. This one is. Bridge, science officer. Let's do a quick sensor scan just to check the gravity. Oh, it's not too terribly high. Oh, Humna Humna have a base here. 7, 151. P1. Humna Humna. Spacefaring. I think probably all of the spacefaring one. Probably all of the Humna Humna planets are spacefaring, I would think. Inflated. Bargain a lot. Just like every other Humna Humna world I've been to. So they sell Frywell laser cookers. That's new. Frywell laser cookers. Data crystals. And buy. What do they buy? The usual live long in neutron pods. And green balloons. So I don't have any particular reason to land here. More motion in this system, presumably a Humna Humna ship. Nothing alive here. Liquid planet downspin of Dweenle. It could be this. Though I thought it said that the Chichefa lived there. Maybe I need to look over my Pandaloo Eshvara text again. Doo-doo-doo. Eshvara and Eshve. Do-do-do-do-do. Somewhere just downspin of Dweenle territory, which is inhabited by a beastly race called the Chichefa. This planet at 58 south by 76 east is a magical slug which imparts its keys for a most pleasant smelling gas with side effects. I don't know what that would be. That would be useful? That would be dangerous? Let's see if there's ground there. 58 south, 76 east. 76 east. Well, it looks like there is a spit of land here. I'm gonna land here and take a look. See if we can find this magic slug. Oh, I do seem to have landed in the water. 58 south, 76 east. So, maybe not here. Yep, doesn't seem to be here. Black oceans and brownish rock and dirt. Well, that was a waste of a little bit of shinium, but oh well. Liquid planet downspin of Dweenle, where the Chichefa live. Maybe the Dweenle are further upspin than I thought. If this is a Humna Humna base. And this could be the Chichefa up here. The Dweenle actually might be way up here, or possibly here, but probably here. Anyway, I need to gonna pop up to this next star up at 12,158. 258. Let's see what we've got. Scan the planet. It's normal. Predominant surface liquid. Oh, there's a lot of ground here. Chichefa. Okay, this is the Chichefa planet. 12,158. 12,158. We have the Chichefa. Stone Age. No economy. No trading. Economy. Okay, I guess we're right. So no trading, I guess. A race of highly prolific, small, furry creatures with long, upright ears and puffy tails. Extremely aggressive, they will swarm to any heat source and attack. Recommend caution. Oh. So this is going to be a little on the dangerous side. I may actually have to use my lasers. So 58 south, 76 east. Oop, too far. 58, 76. So I don't know, is this slug gonna make my trading better? They said it had side effects too. I don't know. I assume I'm gonna have to get this thing analyzed to have some idea. Cargo, gas slug. Well, that was quick and painless. Can I describe the gas slug? Nope. Well, hopefully it won't, whatever the side effects are, hopefully it won't cause me problems. I found a thing! That's my first artifact, the gas slug. First artifact this game. Okay, so that was a bust as far as trading goes, which means I guess I need to try even further upspin. Because supposedly they are just downspin of where the Dweenle are. So the Dweenle are probably here, unless they're in this nebula somewhere. If I'm heading up here, then I'll want to check out these stars and this star, and probably see if I can find any stars in the nebula. But it's a little bit too wide for me to be able to scope the whole thing out. I'm going to go east. I'm going to go forward a little. Fly up through the outward edge of this nebula, which I should be reaching any second now. Yep, here we are. So I get to about 200, and then I'm going to turn outward. Upspin and outward, and I should be near a star. So I overshot a little bit. This planet is probably too cold to be habitable. And also too large. I'm not even going to scan that. Okay, this is presumably where the Dweenle are. I guess I could check out. This planet is in orbit ring 5 or 6, so it's probably too cold to be habitable. Yeah, it looks pretty chilly. But we'll scan it anyway. Also no oxygen. And a carbon monoxide hydrosphere. I didn't know you could have liquid carbon monoxide. But I guess that's a thing. Scan this planet. No atmosphere, so that one's a bust. Spaceport orbit. Oh, this is the Dweenle planet. I figured it'd be that blue one. Okay, culture. Inhabited by Dweenle. Let's see. We're at 12,205. Dweenle. So this is further than I thought it was going to be, but at least we found it. Spacefaring. Depressed. Bargain a little. Okay. Well, not bad. Small, pallid, biped race. Perhaps the oldest surviving race in this sector. They have no personality or culture to speak of. They will sell lovely glort blorps and neutropods. I thought they sold god masks. Lovely glort blorps. Neutropods. Maybe I have to sell them something before they'll sell god masks. Amuso balls. Amuso balls. Peacock tree. So that's disappointing. I was really hoping to actually be able to make some money trading here. Though maybe I can get some standard trade goods for a decent price, since their economy is depressed. Before I land here, I want to check out... I just want to scan this world down here. Oop. Or get an encounter, that works too. Not that it makes the slightest bit of difference, but this is Commander Paidodumgoomb of the Dweenle ship Dumdoodleblah. I don't even know what we're doing here. If you want to respond, go ahead. If you don't, it's not going to kill me. Okay, wait. Oh, I bet it's the gas slugs making my crew lazy. I don't mean to be particularly negative, but I think this is the worst day of my entire life. On the other hand, there's always tomorrow. These are the Dweenle. Dweenle. You don't really believe that any of this stuff really matters, do you? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's just me that doesn't matter. You don't have to ask about us to try and make us feel good. We expect you to despise us, just like everyone else. In fact, why don't you just open fire on us now and get this over with? Just because you're whiny doesn't mean that we are going to despise you. If you insist, I suppose there are one or two things I can tell you about us, but it's really very depressing. Feel free to just leave if you get bored. We Dweenle have been around for a very long time. In fact, it seems like forever. By all odds, we should have been wiped out millennia ago. Who knows why we survived? In fact, who cares? We don't have a culture, exactly. We Dweenle find it too depressing to be with each other. We don't have any art or literature because we don't have anything to express. The only reason that we trade or build spaceships is because we don't have anything better to do. Been around a long time. Immense depression descends upon me. I can't go on. In poetic despair, I drift away. Give this planet a little scan. No oxygen, no water. No bio, no minerals. Communicate with the hail of the friendly kind. Maybe I'll scan their ships just so I get an idea what they look like. That's weird looking. Alright, but don't really expect me to talk too long. I'm really not feeling very well today. Oh, I know. You couldn't care less about how I feel. Excuse me for living. This race actually seems like maybe talking to them would make them less friendly, but I don't know. They're weird, like every other race in this game. The only history or tradition we have is passed along orally through song. These songs are generally so long and so depressing that no race other than the Dweenle has ever been able to listen to one all the way through, without either falling asleep or becoming suicidally depressed. At one time or another, we've been slaves to almost every other race in this sector. After a while, they always give up on us. Maybe you'd like to make us into slaves too and torture and kill us. Go ahead. Why should you be any different from the others? The only other race that doesn't thoroughly despise us is the Humna, and they only look down on us. That's because we provide them with the god masks, which they sell to the Tantalid. But you won't sell me god masks, it looks like, from the, any piece of old junk we have lying around, we just put a strap on and call it a god mask. There is one thing in the universe that can make a Dweenle happy. Not that you would care one way or the other. It's called the berries from a plant called a nidberry bush. Nidberry bush. Makes them happy. The only place these grow is on a planet that is in the system in the middle of a constellation of white stars in the shape of an arrow. Planet in middle, white star arrow constellation. Is in Ganunk space. So yeah, I think that's way down here. Way down here. But I have a thing to do when I get down there, I guess. Let's look for nidberries. I'm just gonna orbit this planet again and think if I want to try and... I do think I want to land here and check out their trade goods. Even though they apparently won't sell me god masks until probably I provide them with the nidberries. Yeah, but they actually says they want amuso balls. So I don't know if I bring them nidberries, if that would make them sell me god masks, or the amuso balls, which are actually listed there as a thing they want. I don't know, but let's land and see if I can buy anything from them for a decent price to take back with me and find somewhere to sell. Let's see, what's this? Massive tangled green vines. Where's the Minos on this planet? Peacock tree and scaly blue hopper. Numerous upright red and yellow striped melons. At the base of each oblong melon are several rigid leaf structures like rocket fins that hold it up. Oh, this is the rocket melon thing. I'm kind of curious, does it say what the... Yeah, they're not worth very much, even if there was a place around here that would buy them. This is a fairly large tree. Oh, this is the peacock tree, which they will buy here. The trunk, straight but flexible trunk, projecting off from the trunk at an upwards angle from the base to the top are large feathers that bear an unlikely resemblance to peacock feathers. Even when there is no wind, the trunk of this tree sways in hypnotic fashion. At the base of this tree can be seen smaller creatures which have been grabbed by the strong prehensile roots of the tree and squeezed to death. So this is maybe a dangerous tree. Scaly blue hopper is the other thing they want here. Which I wonder if that's what this is? Tall, willowy, two-legged creature, vaguely humanoid in shape. Its two slender legs bend in the reverse direction of the human's and support a small body with a bulbous, upturned, insect-like abdomen. It has long, human-looking arms and a noseless humanoid face. Its body is covered with a fine, downy fur. It doesn't sound scaly, but it also says that it is capable of hopping at a great distance. And it's blue. I guess it's heading towards me, so I will try and stun it. And see if it is, in fact, the scaly blue hopper. It's a humanoid hopper. I don't know if this peacock tree is going to attack me if I move up to it. It's big. Nah, I have to stun it. Yep, it's attacking. Zap! I stunned the tree, which is huge. One of those takes up a quarter of my cargo space. Oh, there's a trading post up to the northwest. I'm just going to assume that all these trees are peacock trees. Even though their cost per unit is not particularly high, since they're so huge, they should be worth quite a bit anyway. I guess the depressed economy is also going to cut into the possible... Oop. That unstunned real fast. Stay stunned for a second here. Yes, let's trade. Hello, we're the Dweenle. Please don't feel bad about not liking us. No one else does either. Perhaps you'd like to trade with us anyway? So what do you have for sale? Lovely glorps, Eutropods, furs and skins, synthetic materials, and electronic devices. So yeah, their prices are actually nice and low for that sort of stuff. And for anything else that I want to sell them, but... Go ahead and sell these peacock trees. I'm just going to counter with like... 350? I'm just going to give them a tiny counter offer. So I don't want them mad at me or anything. Let's buy enough shiny. I'll just buy 10 units of shinium while I'm here. And then synthetic materials. Go ahead and buy some units of this. Maybe 15 units would be good. 20. Buy 20 of that. Let's see if I can talk them down on their furs and skins. By a larger amount. Yeah, we'll buy some furs and skins. And I guess I can try to buy some electronic devices for cheap too. But it doesn't look like this will go down as far. Nah. Oh, he dropped all the way to 487. I'll buy a couple units at that price. So yeah, I probably could have gotten better prices for some of those things, but oh well. So those are the Dweenle. I did not get to buy god masks, but I did get to... But I can talk to them. So I should continue to talk to them and try and get more info away. How to get more info. Because info is important in this game. Though for some reason I can't talk to the ones on the ground about stuff. Only the ones in ships. The ones on the ground only want to talk about trade. So let's go find some more Dweenle ships. Well, now that I know there's no god masks up here, it definitely was the wrong decision to not buy the system scanner first. So I could have used that to find more Dweenle encounters right here. I'm not reading any right now, though, so I'll leave the system. I guess I haven't been to this system yet, have I? Can scan this boring-looking star here. And there's another system just the very, like, outward upspin corner of the galaxy that I should check out while I'm all the way up here. Nitrogen and oxygen, but no water. So I do not care about the rest of the details here. Now let's zip up into the corner up here, and then I will drop back and talk to the Dweenle some more. 4128. Or not 128, but 4228? 218. That makes more sense. Ooh. It's a blue star with no nothings. Got 2 stars glued together there. Back to the Dweenle system. See if I can't find some more Dweenle ships again. Anybody home? Guess while I'm waiting to see if I can get an encounter, let's look at our map here. So yeah, I don't know where a muso balls would be. This has got to be the arrow thing they were talking about. It's the only, so I guess we have here the bottom of the arrow and the point of the arrow and like the like the triangle part of the arrow. So there aren't any big clusters of white stars anywhere else. And I got the idea from, I think it was the Humna, or maybe it was the it was the Tandaloo, that the Ganunk were over, coreward from them. But I thought they were meaning more up here, but maybe the Ganunk region is larger than that. Maybe it's this whole area. Oh, I'm not reading any Dweenle. So I could fly all the way back down and buy the system scanner, and then try to find those nidberries over here. Or I could explore around in this region some more, which is probably the smarter thing to do. I'll head this way. See what's in this star, and maybe check some of these yellow stars out for possible colonies. So this here would be like 55 by 192. I do want to talk to the Dweenle more. Maybe that I can get some encounters outside the system. And hopefully not with Spemen. Ooh, my camera didn't want to focus on me there. Well, here's somebody. Yay, more Dweenle. But they're weird-looking ships, and weird being in general. Bridge, comm officer, respond. Friendly? If only you could prove that you somehow liked us. Then we could finally tell someone all of the valuable information that we know. If only. But no, I guess I'm just talking crazy. Of course you hate us. Okay, maybe I need to bring them some nidberries. We don't expect you to bring us any nidberries. Why should you? It's a lot of trouble, and after all, who are we? Hey, don't go out of your way or anything. So yeah, definitely bring them nidberries. Dweenle. Okay, looks like they're repeating about themselves. Definitely should bring nidberries for info. Most of the other races hate us. Those that don't hate us just haven't spent much time with us. If you get the urge to shoot at us, we'll understand. Everyone else does. Actually, there was one race that was nice to us a long time ago. They even brought us nidberries. They were the Loar. Of course, they were destroyed. In one way or another, I'm sure it was our fault. Loar. The Loar seem pretty nice. We're nice to them. I already knew the Loar were destroyed. Oh, and they're done. So yeah, I could ask them more stuff, and I probably should, but it sounds like whatever good information they have is going to require that I bring them nidberries from the opposite edge of the galaxy. Or, well, this sector of the galaxy, anyway. Well, I'm not reading any more ships right here. So maybe I'll head down this way, because my map shows the white star here is inhabited. So I could check this green star on my way at 5194, and then go over to 54195. Dude. No, motion detected. What's here? I found a random star here. Ecosphere is up close. But this is kind of a hidden star. Let's scan everything. Not habitable. Though I would think if there were any planets with a Humna Humna satellite, they would have marked it. Orbit established. Let's scan a Rooney. Nothing. There's a big giant planet. No oxygen. High gravity. Well, so far this surprise system in the middle of nowhere has not had anything interesting in it. And I'm sure this, whatever this red planet is, isn't going to be good either. Nope. Tiny red planet. Molten. Molten surface. Last one up here. This is way too far from that dinky little red star to be colonizable. I'm not even going to scan that. It's huge. Well, the star that I randomly ran into didn't have anything exciting in it. So I guess I'll just continue over here, stop at this green star at 51194. Oops, I ran into something. Oh, it's the Spemen. I'm just gonna try to run from him right away. Oh, I can't raise my shields in the nebula. Right. And I can't get away from him either. So I guess I will respond obsequiously. Okay, you can have a quarter of my shinium, because otherwise you're just going to blow me away. In the past, your kindness terrorized us innocent spemen who have wanted nothing more than to live peacefully, sharing our wealth and our happiness with others. Now you come groveling back to us. Pitiful and weak. It is fortunate for you that we are such a kind and noble race. Hopefully they'll leave me alone now. Well, there went 10,000 pennies worth of shinium. Unfortunately. Well, I guess while I'm out here, let's go to 38190 and look at that star too. Oop. Possible but unlikely habitable planets at this first and third orbit. Doesn't look bad at a glance. It's a little small. Nitrogen, oxygen, water. Temperate. And calm weather. Gravity is a little low to be optimal, but hey, I'm not gonna complain too much here. The pickings have been super thin for anywhere to colonize so far. So, colony name. Got a dinky little planet with no life, no mineral wealth. Actually, let me just double check that my readings were correct here. Come on, science officer. Oh. very thin, temperate to searing, calm, super low gravity, nitrogen, oxygen, water. Yep, should be safe. Another tiny, unpleasant planet. Galbatorix. I don't know if there is a Genesis version of the second Starflight game. This is Starflight 2. No, the original Starflight, I think the Genesis version was probably better, because the DOS version is pretty clunky and also unstable. I had a save correction problem that forced me to restart about midway through when I was doing Starflight 1. But I haven't actually played any of the Genesis versions of Starflight or Starflight 2, if there is a Starflight 2 Genesis version. Colonies. Add Galbatorix. Add 38,190. I also haven't played any of the Amiga versions of these. Those are supposed to be better than the DOS versions as well. But this is the version you can just still buy from Good Old Games. Nitrogen, oxygen, water. Subarctic to temperate and calm. So we can, we got twinsies colonies here, and this one actually has some mineral wealth. Aluminum, platinum, and mercury. So let's log this planet. Much nicer, so I'll call it Sphere. 38,190. It was also really easy to break the DOS version of the first Starflight game, at least, because you couldn't save. If you quit without saving, your game would just be broken. You'd have to restore it from a backup. Like, the entire install would be broken, and if you're playing off of your original floppies like the manual says to not ever do, then your game was just toast. Oops. I don't know if that's true with this version, because it actually lets you save and resume. Oops, I want to get out of here. That was definitely a painful thing in the first version, especially since it did give you the option of quitting without saving. It didn't say quit without saving and also permanently break the game. It said quit without saving. Let's see, 51,194. This one headed towards this green star over here. This is on the way. Oh, it's actually the white star that's inhabited. I don't know that I want to get in any encounters right here because of the Spemen pirates. Now that they have the Legic technology, I can't even get away from them. Since their ships just teleport all around me. Nitrogen, oxygen, water. Okay, I guess up here at the upspin part of this sector is where all the habitable planets are. Admittedly, all with really low gravity. Temperate, temperature, calm weather, water, and oxygen. So I wasn't finding anything in the downspin area that you kind of start near. Okay. Anybody have a planet name before I go ahead and name this something? So I'm gonna do Marble Madness in a second here. Marble Madness 51,194. Recommendation logged. That other planet could potentially be habitable. Not sure if it's technically inside the ecosphere range. This might be like orbit 8 or 9, but I don't think it's orbit 9 though. But no oxygen, so definitely not. It is warm enough, just barely, but no oxygen. Okay, let's get up here. So supposedly this planet is inhabited, because this is the only star here. Ooh, what do we got? Scan these guys. Oh, these are more Dweenle, I guess. Maybe this is where they sell the god masks. Come on, Dweenle. This is Commander Pydotum. Perhaps I should tell you that you're not going to enjoy talking to us. No one ever does. We understand. We don't enjoy talking to each other either. Why do you keep asking me questions? None of this matters. You don't matter. I don't matter. Maybe I'll just go to sleep. Okay, I think I have to give them the nid berries they mentioned before. They'll talk more about other beings. We weren't always as cheerful as we are now. In the past, we Dweenle used to become very morose and depressed. Okay. We are a very old race, and I guess we know a lot about the distant past. But what difference does it make? What difference does any of it make? Why should we tell anybody anything? It's too much trouble. Besides, we know you hate us. Then again, with the not wanting to tell us anything until we've proven that we like them. You probably want us to tell you all about the ancient Legic, since we used to know about them. Well, why don't you go to Elfesh and ask the Loar there to study them? Oh right, I forgot, they're all dead. Now that's at least a name I don't have. Elfesh. Where Loar studied Legic? If you want to know about the Legic, I'm sure Gorzek or the Arla both know a lot about what the Loar discovered. Well, Gorzek won't tell me because of the war yet, and Arla know about... Of course, this isn't half of what we've always known, but I don't like to brag, so let's just drop the whole subject. So the Arla know stuff about the Legic. Whoever the Arla, I haven't met them yet. Sure, I have an enormous amount of information about the past, but let's be honest, you don't really care about me. Besides, I'm not feeling very well right now. I've got a splitting headache, and I've been a little irregular lately. Dweenle know a lot about past. How can you expect a Dweenle to think straight with all these difficult questions? If only I had some delicious nidberries to invigorate me. Perhaps I will sing a sad song about them. They sure have a lot of responses about not telling us stuff. And off he goes. Well, it's probably about 3 categories of stuff that I've that I've worked through with them. Still have trade, and it's possible they have more to say about there, but I don't think I'll get any more useful anything from them without the nidberries. But they also have trade and general info. I'm sorry, Commander, but I'm on vacation. I'm feeling too good to work right now. Okay, what? Hey, relax, Commander. Okay, that gas slug is definitely causing me some problems. That has to be the side effects of that gas slug I picked up. So nitrogen, oxygen, water. Subarctic to temperate. Oh, actually, yeah, I don't care. Dweenle. This is what I was looking for. Trade information. So we're at 54, 195. Also Dweenle. Spacefaring. Depressed. And the economy too. Bargain a little. who already read their cultural analysis. What do they sell? Okay, here's where they sell the god masks. Sell. God masks. Lovely glort glorps. And Nutripods. Main thing is the god mask. Now I have a source for god mask. We'll buy amuso balls. So I'm going to probably want as much god mask as I can carry. Oily, spore, bush, breathing, cactus. Okay, let's land and buy some stuff. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. I don't know if it's getting worse over time or what, but I should maybe sell this thing to Starport when I get back if it's going to cause me this big of problems. We'll see what it says when I analyze it, I guess. Let's see. Am I near any? Got some vehicles and some. Oh, there's a trading post. What's this thing? Tangled bush-like life form that appears to have some kind of webbing. Similar to a spider's webbing, all over and through it. The bush's branches are twisted and oily, so this is probably an oily spore bush. And inside it can be seen pods with small gray flowers. When this bush is approached, it gives off a dense cloud of tiny, stinging, self-propelled spores which swarm onto the approaching creature. Yeah, so this is a... in that case, I probably want to stun it before I get super close. That wasn't enough to stun it. Let's zap it again. And it died. Okay. Either it was a delayed stun action, or I just have to stun it from point blank and pick it up. We know our prices are much too high. If you want to go and trade with someone else, we'll understand. So yeah, you've got god masks for 1,000. I actually don't know how much... oh, yeah, they have a lot of different things here. Genic materials, high-tech devices, native science texts. A lot of different cargo. Do you want any of my stuff? Yes, you do. Hello. Thanks for the follow, mysterious loner. So, I've got a bunch of junk I can sell, though I don't know that I'll actually make a profit from much of this. But let's try selling some furs. Yeah, I'll just sell a little bit of a couple of these things to hopefully make them happier. Sell them a little bit of this. Sell them a little bit more of the furs and skins. Do not sell all. I don't know if this actually works, but supposedly selling them cheap might make them happy. I don't know. Doesn't really cost me much since I'm doing such small quantities. And what I want to buy are god masks because they are super high in demand, and I would like to buy them for less than this. So instead of 1067, let's offer 850. 1030. Let's try to bring them. Okay, 970. I can live with that. Okay, so I can buy about 40 units of these. I am not now streaming from a Linux OS. When I'm streaming console, I'm streaming from a Linux OS to this computer, and then streaming from this computer to Twitch. And this computer is running Windows. It's my work computer. Okay, hopefully I can actually make a profit off of these god masks, because I just spent all of my money on them. Okay, I have a Raspberry Pi to do the capture of a couple of video sources downstairs. And send that up here. Using a GST launch to do the sends, and then I had to write a custom GStreamer app to actually receive here because of problems with the command line version being able to parse some of the encoding parameters. Ooh, we got more possible encounters. Sort of this way-ish. Somewhere. See if they can find me or not. Come on, Dweenle ships, where you at? There we go. At least I hope they're Dweenle ships. I'll be sad if it's a Spemen ship. Okay, my Dino is actually paying attention and isn't distracted by the gas slug right now. Right, I'm Commander Pyodungum. Big deal. I suppose now you'll expect me to answer lots of uninteresting questions. My feeling is, why waste the effort when we're all going to die anyway? I didn't want a large computer downstairs to do just that, so the smallest and cheapest thing that I could buy that I thought could probably do the job was a Raspberry Pi. And I've used Linux for other things before. Let's see, I might ask him about the past one more time. Oh no, okay, he's repeating himself about the past, so let's move on to trade. Trade? Why should you care about trade? Everyone is just out to cheat you anyway, and now that Shinium is becoming scarce, the whole economy is going to collapse. Just as well, I suppose. The Humna Humna like to cheat us on a regular basis by selling us worthless, brightly colored amuso balls. They've been doing this for generations, and every Dweenle has rooms filled with them. Some people might say we were really stupid. I guess that's no great surprise. This may come as quite a surprise, but we Dweenle are not very good at trading. In fact, we enjoy trading just about as much as I'm enjoying this conversation with you. I guess they sort of have that in common with the Humna Humna. The Humna Humna also like trading and a conversation the same amount. The only thing we seem to know much about is the distant past. Not that we care more about that than anything else. Yes, it's like every one of these goes like, we know. Every one of these seems to lead into, we know lots of stuff about the past, but we're not going to tell us until you give us nidberries. Okay, they're repeating themselves about trade. Yeah, so they don't have too much info on trade. The general info. I don't know anymore. None of this matters, anyway. Ask me about something else. Okay, I'll just say goodbye, I guess. Okay, so we pretty much exhausted the Dweenle's conversation, I think, at least until I find them some nidberries. But they are so far away, way down here. We are way up here. This flux that I drew in incorrectly actually goes down to here, so once I get back to Starport, it's not a super long haul to get over to where this is. But I'm gonna head up to here first, since I'm way up in this upspin part of the upspin area anyway, and see what's over in those systems. Hopefully not more spamming, because that would be annoying. So yeah, let's stop off at this yellow star, because there might be a habitable planet there. It's 71205. Two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that looks like a gas giant, but I'm going to scan it anyway. It's the only planet here. Well, I said I was going to scan it, so I guess I will. Methane and hydrogen cyanide, and it's huge with 15 Gs. So that was a boring G-type system. And now I want to check out these 3 stars. I think this upspin most blue one is inhabited. But let's go look at this one at 9120 and then just work our way up this... Wait, did I say 120? I think I meant 210. I'm reading numbers backwards today. It's weird. I don't normally have that problem. Commencing system penetration. Boop, and I flew through the planet. Let's scan this, although I don't really see any land. Oh, no atmosphere either. Yeah. Well, I'm sure that's, well, home orbited at least. Yep, looks huge. Huge and gas gianty as expected from the purple circle that is its representation in the system map. Now this one appears to be full of ships, actually. This is where that system scanner would be saving me a little time. This looks huge. Actually, it's getting close to my stream end time. I'm just going to, I guess, explore these last 2 systems, and then I'll probably shut it down. That looks all molten. Pretty sure my map showed a habitable... Yeah, there should be a habitable, or an inhabited planet here somewhere. I don't know which one it is. Maybe it's the cold one. That would make some sense. Also, it looks like both of those motion signals... Well, no, the motion signals look like they're coming from somewhere else. But here we go. Science officer, culture... Oh, another Dweenle planet. One more Dweenle planet at 91 to 11. So they actually have control a fair amount of space. Dweenle, spacefaring, depressed, bargain a little, just like the rest of them. Blah blah blah, lovely glorp blorps and nootropods. Just copy and paste that from the other planet, and they sell they buy Musaballs. And they want purple snatchers. Or purple screechers. Sorry. Wheel snakes. Single leaf. I probably don't need to land there. Then there's just one more star in this region for me to check, and then I'll have to find somebody to host. Pretty sure it's straight up. And there's nothing here. So let's see. Who's around? I don't really watch Twitch a lot on Saturday mornings. Usually I watch more during the week. Let's see. Retrograde Tom is doing got Pronzo doing some Zelda. Let's see. Suppose I'll wind up hosting Pronto. I guess that's the end for my stream today. Next time is going to be more Starflight 2. There's a NetTrek hockey game on Thursday that I'm planning on streaming, so that should be different. I haven't played NetTrek hockey in even longer than I've regularly played NetTrek. Save and quit. But that should be all for me today, so have a good weekend. Yep, thank you.